Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me again, Melay. So for today's video guys, we are talking about requirements for K1 visa guys. So I wanna share to all of you kung ano yung mga requirements namin nung nagpa-file pa si fiancé ng visa namin guys. So K1 visa, known as a fiancé visa guys, allows a foreign citizen fiancé of a US citizen to travel to the United States to get married in US guys. So isi-share ko sa inyo yung mga requirements na pina-file namin dati nung nag-file kami ng K1 visa. But before that, kung bago ka lang dito sa channel ko, please don't forget to like, subscribe, at i-hit mo na din yung bell notification dyan sa baba para updated kayo sa mga videos ko pang gagawin guys. Hi guys! So, I know you're here in my video guys because I know you have a plan to file a K1 visa, right? So, nagbabala kayo ng fiancé mo na mag-file kayo ng visa but you don't have idea sa mga requirements. So, like what I said, isi-share ko sa inyo yung mga requirements ng K1 visa known as fiancé visa, guys. But before that, disclaimer lang, I'm not a visa export, I'm not a visa agencies connected, guys. Lahat ng sasabihin ko dito, lahat yun, guys, is yun din yung ginawa namin ng fiancé ko. Lahat yun din yung hiningi sa amin ng agent namin sa amin, guys. So, yes, I'm not a visa export again. Kaya yun guys, ngayon isi-share ko na sa inyo yung mga requirements na kailangan ninyong i-prepare bago kayo mag-file ng K1 visa. First guys, petitioner must be a US citizen guys. So paano malaman na US citizen yung partner mo guys, yung magpa-file ng K1 visa? Birth certificate at a bio page guys, bio page passport ng fiancé mo guys, ng US citizen partner mo. So yun yung kailangan nyo. And next is intention to marry within 90 days. You and your fiancé must intend to marry within 90 days of a foreign fiancé entering the US guys. So kailangan dalawa kayo may planong magpakasal talaga within 90 days. Kasi kung lampas kayo 90 days na hindi pa kayo nagpapakasal, deport ka na agad guys. So you need to make some letter guys na naglalaman na willing kayong magpapakasal within 90 days. So yeah, both of you need to make some letter of intent to marry guys. Updated na letter of intent to marry guys dapat ang gagawin nyo, at saka with signature talaga. So yun yung gagawin nyo dalawa. And next, the third is legally free to marry guys. Yes, hindi kayo kasal pareho or kailangan legal kayo, pwede kayong magpakasal doon sa US. Si fiancé kailangan divorce siya, hindi siya kasal. Kung ikaw naman is kasal, hindi talaga kayo pwedeng mag-file ng K1 visa kung kasal ka pa sa ex-husband mo dito sa Pilipinas, sa Filipino ex-husband mo guys. So hindi talaga pwede, ipa-annul mo muna yan bago kayo mag-file ng K1 visa. Ganun din si fiancé mo na taga-US or taga-saan siya. Kailangan may divorce decree siya guys na nagpapatunay na guys, pwede kayong magpakasal anytime. So yes, you need to prove na na pwede kayong magpakasal. Si fiancé kailangan niya ng divorce decree, at ikaw kung hindi ka kasal, it's okay, you don't need that. Si fiancé lang ang kailangan mag-provide ng divorce decree. And next is meet in person within 2 years. So you must have met in person at least once within 2 years prior to filing the petition guys, with some limited exemption. So example, cultural tradition or hardship, ganyan. So yes, yun mga guys, exemption yan sa pag-file ninyo ng K1 visa. But kailangan talagang mag-meet kayo within 2 years. Kailangan pasok yung pag-meet up nyo kahit once lang na may picture kayo together. So isa yun sa mga proof ng relasyon nyo na nakita talaga kayo in person. So for example guys, you're meeting on May 2024. So kailangan pasok hanggang May 2024 to 2026, May 2026. Kung lalampas kayo ng May 2026 na hindi pa kayo nag-file ng K1 visa, you need to meet up again para bago kayo mag-file ng K1 visa. Kunwari lampas na, tapos bala kayo mag-K1 visa, hindi na siya pasok guys. Kailangan nyo mag-meet again. Mag-meet ulit kayo para makapag-file ng K1 visa. Okay? And next, number 5 is petition filing or form I-129F. So ito naman guys is makukuha mo sa USCIS website. So, you need to check, make sure na updated yung makuha nyo or ma-save ninyo na form na 129F sa website, guys. And next is background checks and interview. Yun yung yun yung ginagawa ng USCIS. Iba-background check si fiancé. Si fiancé pa to this, sa pagpa-file si fiancé ninyo, guys, iba-background check sila doon sa US kung ano yung mga ano nila, mga ginawa. Mga ginawa, guys. So kailangan dito yung police record, court record, or clearance with a criminal record or arrested with road violation that is alcohol, drug-related, arrested, and paid more than 500 fines, guys. So, iyan, kailangan na nila kailangan nila kumuha ng police record, court record, or clearance, na clear na sila. Nagkaroon sila ng ganyan, pero clear na sila, kailangan pa din nilang kumuha. Even if the case happened a long time ago. So, they still need to provide the records, guys. Then, sasabihin ng fiancé mo na wala naman siyang ganyan, wala naman siyang mga record, sa police record. So, he need to prove na wala talaga siyang record. So, kailangan pa rin niyang kumuha ng police record para ma-prove na clear nga yung pangalan niya. Wala talaga siyang, wala talaga siyang problema doon sa kanila or criminal record. Kung kung may record naman siya, kailangan niyang kumuha doon sa court record na clear na yun, guys. So, yun yung kailangan na requirements din. Kailangan talaga yun, guys, kasi nag-check si USCIS, nagba-background check siya sa fiancé ninyo. Lahat ng ipa-file natin is all about our fiancé, about sa fiancé natin doon. Muna yung nila. Kasi yung sa atin, yung sa fiancé dito sa Pilipinas or saan ka man, next na yun, pag i-interviewin ka na. So, next naman is, proof of relationship, guys. You must provide evidence of a genuine relationship, like photos, messages, travel records, yun kailangan mong i-provide. So, kailangan mo yung i-print yung mga travel record ni fiancé nung pumunta siya sa Pilipinas, back and forth, ticket niya, at saka yung stamp. Di ba may stamp yun sa passport niya? Kailangan mo yung, guys, kailangan mo yung i-provide. Lahat. Hindi naman kailangan marami. Importante is yung picture na kasama yung pamilya mo, picture na kasama kayong dalawa, hindi yung marami talaga. Picture na kasama yung mga kaibigan ninyo kung may kasama man kayong ibang tao. Hindi lang yung picture na kayong dalawa lang. Kasi ay mahina siyang ebidensya. So, kailangan pictures with your friend, with your family, guys. So, yun. And then, next is financial support. So, kailangan ni fiancé mapatunayan na kaya kanyang suportahan habang andun ka. So, financial support, the U.S. citizen petitioner must demonstrate the ability to financially support the fiancé, typically by submitting Form I-134, guys, affidavit of support. Yun yung kailangan din niya. So, and next is, last, guys, is US visa photo, 2x2, guys. Yun yung kailangan yung dalawa. 2x2 size. Kayong dalawa kailangan yung magpasa nun. So, like, ilagay nyo lang siya sa, guys, sa plastic zip bag na plastic, ganun. Tapos, lagyan nyo ng pangalan sa likod. Like, for example, your fiancé name, ilagay mo. At sa'yo din, only one, guys. And sa'yo din, lagyan mo lang ng pangalan mo sa likod. Yun lang yung kailangan ninyong ibigay doon sa, guys, sa requirements sa USCIS. At, kailangan nyo ding, guys, kailangan yung sagutan. Kailangan yung sagutan yung supplement di ba sa 129F, meron doon sa page 8, laman ng form ng I-29F2, pag-usapan natin, guys. Laman ng form sa page 8, part 2, the question is explanation of meeting, guys. So, yun yung kailangan ninyong i-explain. Ilagay nyo sa guys, sa different paper or basta ikwento nyo start to the end. Yung kwento ninyo, guys, yung kwento ninyong dalawa. So, yan, kailangan siya, guys. First, kailangan nyo is payment, $675, proof of US citizenship, like birth certificate or passport, bio page ni fiancé, and next is 129F form, makukuha sa USCIS website, and then is J1145 or in notice of application. Ito yung form request of electronic notification, guys. When U.S. citizenship and immigration service accept is your immigrant's applicant. So, ito yung request for the electronic notification, guys. And next is divorce decree or annulment or death certificate for kung patay na yung spouse ng fiancé mo or sa'yo. So, kailangan mo yun. Pero kung single ka, you don't need to provide anything. Kung single ka talaga, yung fiancé mo lang ang mag-provide nito, guys. And next is police record ni fiancé. Yung fiancé mo lang, hindi ikaw. So, si fiancé lang, police record niya, court record, or clearance, with a criminal record, or arrested, kailangan niya kahit it's a long time ago na. So, next is US visa photo. Kayong dalawa yung mag-provide. Isa-isa kayo, 2x2. 2x2 size. And then, letter of intent to marry, guys. Both of you then mag-provide nito. At sa bio page naman, guys, kayo din pareho mag-send. So, yun yung kailangan ninyong i-provide sa USCIS kapag magfa-file kayo. Napakakonti lang, napakakonti lang ng requirements. Kailangan mo lang talagang i-provide lahat ng yun. Si fiancé lang naman talaga ang napakaraming requirements na i-provide. Kasi marami siyang kailangang patunayan na kaya kanyang suportahan, kaya kanyang alagaan, kaya kanyang pakasalan pagdating doon. So, yun lang sana nakuha ninyo at nakatulong ako sa inyo, guys. And good luck everyone. Good luck sa lahat ng mga magpa-file ng K1 visa. And good luck sa relasyon ninyo. Hope it's gonna be stay strong and stay in love, guys. So, yes, thank you for watching. Hanggang dito na lang yung video na to. At sa next, guys, ita-try kong susubukan kong tulungan kayo kung paano mag-file ng K1 visa, guys. I-share ko sa inyo kung paano ninyo kapag meron na kayong mga requirements, kung paano ninyo siya i-compile. Next video ko na yon. So for now, bye-bye muna, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit mo na din yung bell notification sa baba, guys, for more videos to come, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.